this video is to show you what to expect for tomorrow's Bellwork check, as well as what to expect for the lab tab for tomorrow's class. So we should have Bellwork from last week as well as Bellwork from this week. So if you are not aware, tomorrow is 9/3/4/2020, and we'll be putting our Bellwork here, and when I come out and check, I'll be looking there. You should have your notes that you're reviewing tonight on replication and repetition. That should be found on page number 10. And your notes should not look like my notes. My notes are completely blank because I have all my notes on that PowerPoint. If for some reason you're missing your notes, please let me know. Next, I'm going to go back to my lab tab, and I turn the lab tab and I'm going to see the plant lab. Now, if you are somebody who has not been in class recently, this is going to be something that you don't have yet, but you're going to need. And if you are somebody who needs that still, let's go ahead and begin getting that ready. So let's go ahead and make sure we have the date. I'm going to go and just put the date up here in the right hand side this time. So I started this on Monday with my A block, but if you were part of the B block, you would see that day's date. We titled it with Plant Lab. Then the next thing that we did was we created our question. And I don't know if you remember or not, but when we created that question, we were talking about how plants react to sunlight. And then I got that brilliant idea on plants reacting to coffee. So I'm going to go ahead and type, or rather write down what that should look like on my side. How does coffee affect growth of basil plants? And remember, if it's a question, it's always going to have a question mark at the end. Next up, we are going to talk about the research piece. So for that, I just write down research. And we watch those super cool videos, or that one super cool video about two different seeds, two different groups of seeds. The one group of seeds received water and the other did not. And I am not going to fill in the blank, but I'll let you fill in the blank. Seeds that received water, and then here you'll write down what happened to them. Next, I'll put down seeds that did not receive water. And I'll let you fill in the blank for that one, what happened with those seeds. Next, I am going to put down the autofocus. Autofocused. Now I'm going to write down my hypothesis. Hypothesis. And the way that the hypothesis works is we're using a simple if-then statement. So if you're one of my On Fire kids who already has their hypothesis written down, you are all set here. We did do this in class today. If one basil plant receives coffee, then it will, and then I wanted to know if you thought it would grow taller or shorter, so you're going to fill that blank in. Compared to the plant that only got water. All right. Next up, my friends, we are going to get into the experiment piece tomorrow. But if you want to be set and ready for tomorrow, we're going to write down experiment. And that's what we started in class today. And I'm going to ask that you have ready your independent variable. And we'll fill that in tomorrow during class. The control variable. And the dependent variable. As well as the constant variable. Then tomorrow we are also going to create our observation and recording piece. So that is our data tracking. So I'm just going to put down observe, record. And that is going to be a data table that we're going to draw. For some of you, if you've been writing like me, you've already just about filled up your whole page. I am absolutely okay if you decide that you're going to write on the back side of this lab paper. Because why? Because you probably didn't use marker and it didn't bleed through like that, which means that it'll be easier to read the back side. So tomorrow we will be hitting that data table. Tonight you should definitely be reviewing what the differences are between replication and repetition. Remember, replication, I've got the simple definition, is different scientists doing a scientific investigation. That could be an observation, that could be an experiment, that could be just research sometimes. Scientific observation in a different location. And let's go over here for repetition. And that one is same scientist doing same scientific study in same place. Remember, our main qualifiers there are same scientist, same study, same place. I should note that this one is actually going to be the same. Scientific observation in a different location for replication. So replication, different scientist, different location. Repetition, same scientist, same place. Oops, there we go. If you have any questions, this right here is the most important element from what we talked about on Monday and Tuesday. Please, 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 please review it. The quiz is going to ask you to identify things that are replication or repetition. There's also going to be some stuff on there that is asking you the difference between an experiment and an observation. All right. With that said, my under 10 minutes video is done. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. See you in class.